Tim Mazzetti is teeing the ball up on the 35-yard line. James Owens and Paul Hofer are waiting to deploy. They're in tandem down about the goal line. They have not yet deployed left or right.
James Owen is dying to break one.
Great running back at UCLA has been used only on special teams action so far today. Owens at the 12-yard line, to the 20, to the 25. Gets to the 29-yard line. First and 10 for the 49ers at their 29. 3 minutes, 27 seconds remaining to be played in the first half of this game. Steve DeBerg coming out onto the field to run the attack now for the San Francisco 49ers. Next week, the 49ers will be playing the Chicago Bears right here at Candlestick Park. Freddie Solomon coming out into a wide left. Mike Schuman's in a wide right for Steve DeBerg. Bob Brewer's in the tight end. Short drop. Schuman. He's at the 40 and stopped at the 43-yard line. First and 10. Frank Reed made the stop.
14-yard pickup on the quick post with Schuman.
Steve DeBerg, a 3-year veteran, played his college football at San Jose State. Dwight Clark is coming to the wide receiver now, the rookie from Clemson.
The 49ers have really moved the football well against almost every team they've played. Berg completing 60% of his passes.
Hofer bounced off. Robert Pennywell made the tackle. It's at the 44-yard line for a gain of a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9. Clark is coming off now as Mike Schuman comes back in. Two minutes, 22 seconds left to play in the half, so we are now approaching the 2-minute warning.
Quick half.
Very quick half, and the 49ers are leading it by a score of 7-3. Berg. Solomon. But Frank Reed wrapped him up, and it's going to be marked up about the 45-yard line. And now we have reached the 2-minute warning. But you see the time remaining there. So with 2 minutes remaining to be played in the first half in San Francisco, it's the 49ers 7 and the Falcons 3.
If anyone looks forward to the start of a new day, it's a Big A Auto Parts store, because each new day is filled with challenging customer requests for quality parts and friendly service. Take yesterday, for example.
Got an oil filter for a Ferrari?
Do you hook the black one to the plus or minus?
I need heavy-duty shocks.
A muffler for a Merc?
Boy, have you got metric tools.
Quality parts, friendly service. That's Big A.
Have you got a cup of coffee? Sure.
The hard-working auto parts store.
7 copiers not only make great copies, they also make great copy.
Financial World. Its Series 700 models are proven winners.
4-yard line for the 49ers.
Wilson Faumuina got across the line of scrimmage a little bit too quick. Actually, they're going to take the play. They get a first down. They needed about 8 to make the first down.
Defense, decline, completed pass, first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line. Clock shows 1:51 remaining in the half. The 49ers are leading the Falcons by a score of 7-3. Bobby Farrell is in there now for the 49ers. Steve DeBerg waiting for the snap. And it's intercepted at the 35-yard line by Rollin Lawrence. Returning it, Rollin Lawrence for the Falcons. First and 10 at the 35-yard line of the 49ers. Ron Singleton brought him down.
Boy, Steve DeBerg threw right in the middle of a crowd. He was trying to hit a turn-in pattern. Going back, set up. Usually when you see a quarterback throw on rhythm, the man is open, but there wasn't a red shirt around. Rollin Lawrence comes up with his 3rd interception of the year and returns it 31 yards.
So now with 1 minute 42 seconds remaining in the half, the Atlanta Falcons held the ball 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line of the 49ers, and Steve Bartkowski brings them up. Andrews ahead of Kane in the I formation. Bartkowski swings it out to Andrews. Andrews goes out of bounds at the 35-yard line, which is no gain on the completion into the right flat. Willie Harper ran him out. Second down and 10 yards to go. Alfred Jackson in there now as Jim Mitchell goes off, wide receiver for tight end. They do that a lot. Here comes Cedric Hardman onto the field along with Tim Gray in the defense of the San Francisco 49ers. Second down and 10 yards to go. Bartkowski. And it is incomplete. Intended over there for Alfred Jackson, the Texan.
Good timing defensively by Cornelius and Gerald Williams, causing the incompletion.
Third down and 10 yards to go. Falcons ball at the 49ers 35.
Bartkowski 8 out of 16, Lindsey, for 83 yards there in the first half.
Incompletion stopped the clock with 1:28 remaining in the half. 49ers are leading the Falcons 7-3. Bartkowski. And it's Solomon. I beg your pardon, it is Francis. And it's at the 10-yard line. Bob Martin brought him out.
And a few boos come up here at Candlestick Park. And it's not because of the secondary. It's just that Bartkowski's got all day long to throw the football. And somebody's going to get open. And this time it's 89, Wallace Francis.
My parents bought me a Pinto when I graduated from high school because they thought it would be a perfect car for college. And my sister agrees.
Right, I think it's perfect too. And my sister agrees.
And my sister agrees.
Mine too.
Mine too.
Well, I guess you can call us an 8 Pinto sorority.
Join the Pinto family. The 1980 Pinto with 40 standard features. Compare Pinto. It may be the best small car value in America.
We've always wanted to be on TV. Thanks,
For those parents who realize that $500 isn't too much to spend to expand their child's world, Radio Shack has the perfect gift.
The TRS-80 computer, the most significant investment a parent can make. Programs for your child's education or your business, finance, and home use. Let your children discover tomorrow's technology today. The TRS-80, the biggest name in little computers. Only at Radio Shack, a Tandy company.
Time remaining inside 1:15 in the first half. 1st and 10 at the 10. The Atlanta Falcons used the first of their 3 allotted timeouts. They have 2 remaining. Bartkowski quarterbacking. And it is complete. Taken on the far corner, and it is Wallace Francis again. It'll be about the 6-yard line, possibly the 7. Second down and goal to go. Francis has caught 5 for 71 yards. Ball was spotted at the start of the series just outside the 10. It would be possible to pick up a first down without scoring, but highly unlikely. Hopping back now. Bartkowski, and it's deflected incomplete. Pass rush got to him. Big Archie Reese was in there.
Watch number 78, right of your screen. Archie Reese, number 78. They've got a safety blitz on. There's Archie Reese, puts up both of his hands, deflects it.
3rd and 7 at the 7. Al Collins comes into the 49er defense now.
Also another linebacker, Jeff McIntyre.
Jenkins goes to the left side. Jackson to the right side. And it is a touchdown taken by Alfred Jenkins.
Alfred Jenkins, his third touchdown. Made it look easy, Lindsey. Just a quick post. A real good pitch this time by Bartkowski. He just waited till he cleared the linebacker right there, got on the inside of him. Bad coverage on the outside.
So with 1 minute, 2 seconds remaining to be played in the first half, the Atlanta Falcons have taken the lead by a score of 9-7, and they have a conversion attempt coming. James is in to hold it now for Tim Mazzetti. Down, and Mazzetti's kick is blocked. It is no good. Conversion attempt fails, and the score remains 9-7. Dwayne Board got in and got a hand on it.
There was a breakdown either in the blocking. It could have been Tim Mazzetti. Got a low kickoff too, Lindsey. His last field goal, he really didn't hit it. That was a low kick. It was blocked up front. There wasn't that much penetration. Mazzetti just kicked it low.
So the score is now 9-7. The Atlanta Falcons out in front. CBS Sports Spectacular coming up next Saturday at 5 p.m. It'll be a light heavyweight fight.
James Scott against Jerry Celestine.
That's a 10-rounder from the Rahway State Prison in Rahway, New Jersey. And then part 5 of the world's strongest men.
They're going to carry refrigerators, and of course they have the famous tug of war.
All on the CBS Sports Spec next Saturday at 5 p.m. right here. Atlanta Falcons kicking it off here now. Tim Mazzetti will put it up. Owens deploys to the left side. James Owens. He's at the 11-yard line. UCLA runner out to the 30 to 35. James Owens returned it to the 38-yard line. So the 49ers get it there first and 10.
26-yard return for the #1 draft choice of the 49ers, James Owens.
So the 49ers find themselves trailing by 2 points in the ball game. They have 3 timeouts remaining. Perfect football afternoon here in San Francisco. Paul Hofer and Wilbur Jackson are the running backs in there for quarterback Steve DeBerg.
A perfect city, right?
Absolutely. Swings it out to Jackson to the 40. Jackson to the 43-yard line before Dewey McClain brought him down. Picked up 5 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 5. Clock is running. 40 seconds left in the first half. DeBerg over the middle, and it's Hofer. Paul Hofer, it will be marked at the 47-yard line. Now a timeout for the San Francisco 49ers. It was Robert Pennywell on the tackle. The clock is stopped with 28 seconds left. It's at 26.
Going to be a little bit short first down. There's DeBerg. He's going to come over to the sidelines, talk it over with Bill Walsh.
Doubleheader week next week, and you'll see Dallas versus Pittsburgh, New Orleans versus Washington, Tampa Bay versus Minnesota.
And then it's the Bears right here in San Francisco. Green Bay goes to Miami, the Giants against the Rams, and the Eagles against the Bengals next Sunday.
Check your local listings for the time in your area. Some stations may only receive 1 game because of the NFL blackout rule. Games are preceded with the NFL Today with Brent, Jane, and Irv. DeBerg getting his instructions there now. When he comes back out, it'll be 3rd and 1 for the 49ers, and they'll have the ball at their own 47-yard line. Clock will start on the snap. Falcons are leading here by a score of 9-7. It is not a sellout crowd here this afternoon at Candlestick by any manner of means, but an enthusiastic crowd of 49er faithful. At halftime, Brent, Jane, and Irv will bring you up to date on scores of other games, features, football information. So stay tuned right here. at the Hofer to the 50-yard line for the first down. It is 1st and 10. And again, a timeout for the 49ers, who stopped the clock with 24 seconds remaining in the half. Dewey McClain made the stop. They won to 3-4. So they elected, of course, first to pick up the first down, just across the midfield marker. Joe Montana, the backup quarterback there, the former Notre Damer. Monday night on CBS, it's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids Halloween special, MASH, WKRP in Cincinnati, and Lou Grant.
That's tonight. MASH, WKRP, Lou Grant tonight on CBS.
DeBerg has been over again, and now
James Owens going into the offense.
Is coming in offensively. James Owen was a running back at UCLA. He was also a world-class hurdler in the 1976 Olympic Games. This week, the word had been that he had been switched to the defensive platoon and that he would be playing the free safety, and there was a great deal of publicity given to it. He has not been in there defensively, to our knowledge, this afternoon. He's been used on special teams, and here in the closing moments, for a special, no doubt, he's in the ballgame. 1st and 10.
I'll tell you one thing, Lindsey, he's very busy during the week. He goes into defensive meetings, and I'm sure he's been in the offensive meetings all week, and he's on special teams, so he's quite busy.
No wonder he's fast. DeBerg. And it is intercepted at the 31-yard, incomplete, says the official. Greg Brazina made the dive, but the official says incomplete and no interception.
Freddie Solomon giving the referee a little help right here. Steve DeBerg has all the time. They were trying to go down the left side to James Owens. They had him double covered. In fact, Ricky Bias lined up about 25 yards deep. There you see there's Owens on the left flank. You'll see they got him covered. Now there's a guy on his outside and the safety man right there. 32 is Ray Easterling. Got him covered in and out.
2nd down and 10 yards to go. DeBerg. And it's complete. Taken by Freddie Solomon, and he went out of bounds at the 35-yard line. So it's another first down. Ricky Bias on that corner for Atlanta.
Now they lined 3 receivers up to the right over here. Looks like they were going to throw the home run, just throw the desperation pass down the right side. Instead, they come back to Freddie Solomon. He's going to pick up 15 yards, first down, and very wisely stops the clock.
Lined up in what they call Big Ben right. 3 receivers. A line so that they could go down in a bunch and have it up for grabs. It is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Fox says 9 seconds remain in the half. Steve DeBerg has the football. I beg your pardon. Yes, Steve DeBerg has the football, and pass is complete to Hofer, and he is out of bounds at the 28-yard line.
I was watching Ray Wershing kick field goals before this game started. He was having problems, Lindsey, from about 45 or 46 yards. He was short on a lot of his field goals, and this ball should be held about the 45-yard line. Maybe the 36, I mean, it'll be a 46-yard attempt. So this is just about his.
He is 9 for 11 in the field goal department. This will be a 46-yard attempt with Joe Montana holding. Montana bobbles the ball, picks it up. Joe Montana throws, and it is complete. Montana completed the pass play. As time ran out, it was Phil Francis who took it. The play ended, and we have reached the end of the first half here at Candlestick Park in San Francisco. And the Atlanta Falcons leave for the halftime intermission, leading by a score of 9-7. Francis took it there, was hit immediately, and the clock had run out. And the halftime intermission came.
Well, it was a good snap, Lindsey. Just Joe Montana had trouble holding on.
So that is the halftime score. The Atlanta Falcons 9, the San Francisco 49ers 7. As the 49ers scored first, led throughout much of the first half, but then saw the Atlanta Falcons come on and take the lead. late in the second quarter. And so at the halftime intermission, it is still a very close ball game with the Atlanta Falcons holding a 2-point lead.
Tim Mazzetti's still having his problems, Lindsey. Of course, he was the hero, actually, of the NFL last year in the kicking department. Came out of Philadelphia as a bartender, kicked 5 field goals, one Monday night game, won 2 or 3 games for Atlanta. And this year, well, maybe the law of averages is catching up. He missed a couple of extra points, missed a couple of field goals last week, and I think the extra point kick that he attempted here in the second quarter was a low kick, and that point might come back to haunt Atlanta before it's over with.
We had thought at the start of the afternoon's activities that we might have a great deal of offense and possibly a great deal of scoring here this afternoon if one looked at the defensive stats of both these teams. But so far that has not been the case because it's been a low-scoring ball game, with only the combined total of 16 points having been scored in the first half here at Candlestick Park in San Francisco. The Atlanta Falcons, of course, came into this game tied with New Orleans for second place in the Western Division of the National Football Conference. New Orleans already has won, having defeated Detroit. And the Rams, of course, not yet finished for the afternoon. So that's the way that things stand. And the festivities are getting underway here at Candlestick Park for the halftime intermission. Falcons starting today were only a game back of the Los Angeles Rams, and here's another score.
And Dallas right now is in control of their division with this 22-13 win. They are 7-1 on the year. Philadelphia and Washington now with 6-2 records. So Dallas continues their mastery in the Eastern Division of the NFC. How about this one, Minnesota? And Tommy Kramer was having a great day the last time I looked. In fact, he threw the last touchdown pass, 4 touchdown passes today for Tommy Kramer. And the last touchdown pass, Lindsey, came with 13 seconds on the clock. They beat Minnesota 30-27.
On the field here now at Candlestick Park, the Utah State University Band and the Aggiette dance team.
What'd that say, Minnesota? I mean, Minnesota wins it over the Bears.
I'm a mileage nut. I checked all the figures, and I got a Ford Fairmont. Yeah, 4-cylinder mileage is even higher than last year's. And do they have a 6-cylinder with standard 4-speed transmission? No 6, foreign or domestic, beats Fairmont's estimated MPG. Datsun's 4-speed doesn't beat it. Toyota doesn't beat it. Citation, the GMX cars don't beat it.
Harold!
Aren't you glad you bought a Fairmont?
You bet your gas can.
The right idea for today.
Natural light beer, please. Actually, I guess you're supposed to say, give me a natural or make it a natural. Okay, so I'm a maverick. But, you know, I just walked out of a bar because they didn't have natural light beer.
You must have been humidified.
So was I.
I empathize with you. You know, a cabin without the smooth, clean taste of this light beer is downright unnatural.
You know, that's so true. That's why I came in here for a natural. There you go. I just said natural. It goes to show you. I guess you hear something so often, you naturally just follow along like a flock of sheep. Monkey see, monkey do.
I'm Cheryl Teague. I feel at home in front of the camera. But behind the camera, I don't know the difference between a lens opening and a Broadway opening. So I rely on my Olympus OM10. My trusty OM10 gets great shots automatically. My OM10 has this smart little red light that tells me when it's okay to shoot. Oh, it's okay to shoot. Hold it, fellas. With Olympus OM10, great shots automatically.
You saw it on CBS Sports, Super Bowl 10. It's the Lynn Swann Show as he pulls down everything Terry Bradshaw throws in his direction to beat Dallas. Sunday, Dallas visits Pittsburgh in one of 3 regional games. New Orleans takes on Washington and Chicago roars into San Francisco. The doubleheader games feature Green Bay and Miami, the New York Giants tackling Los Angeles, and Philadelphia clashing with Cincinnati. Check local listings for the games and times in your area. You'll say, you saw it on CBS Sports.
It's halftime here at Candlestick Park in San Francisco, and the Atlanta Falcons are leading the San Francisco 49ers by a score of 9-7. Seating announcement was furnished as a public service by the National Football League. Bill Walsh has the 49ers back on the field trying to do something they've been unable to do all season long, and that's win a football game. Tim Mazzetti is teed up. Will kick it off now for the Atlanta Falcons, who lead by a score of 9-7. James Owens and Paul Hofer are retreating.
Tim Mazzetti's going to try to do something that it hasn't done 2 or 3 weeks. That's kicking end over end. There we go.
Owens at the 11-yard line. James Owens to the 15, to the 20, to the 25. And James Owens gets to the 28-yard line. So that is where the San Francisco 49ers start. Bob Glazebrook made the tackle for the Atlanta Falcons. Steve DeBerg coming out. DeBerg completed 12 passes and 17 attempts for 98 yards in the first half, his longest 15 yards.
Fulton starting at halfback, Lindsey.
He is. That's Wilbur Jackson. And he gets to the 30-yard line for 2. We saw very little of O.J. Simpson in the second quarter of the ball game, and Hofer is starting at Simpson's position as we start the second half here. Greg Vizina came in to make that last tackle.
Simpson, there he is. O.J. ran the football 7 times in the first half for 22 yards.
Second down play coming. DeBerg hit it in front of his intended receiver, Mike Schumann.
Good in the ground. Mike Schumann was open. He had a quick post pattern. Send the tight end to the sidelines. He takes care of the linebacker. And they try to hit that pass just in between the zone of the cornerback and the safety.
Third down play coming with the ball at the 30-yard line of the San Francisco 49ers. And they send Schumann to the right side and Freddie Solomon to the left side, short. Jackson in motion outside left. Steve DeBerg retreats. Hofer hanging on to the football at the 47-yard line. 1st and 10 for the 49ers in Atlanta territory. Ray Easterling made the stop.
Well, now you know why they have him in there instead of O.J. Simpson on passing situation. Paul Hofer comes up with a great catch here on 3rd and long, and DeBerg puts it right there. The safety man wasn't even looking at the football. That's number 28, Frank Reed, 24 yards.
Hofer has come off the field, and O.J. Simpson is in there now. 1st and 10. The ball is outside the 46-yard line. O.J. And Simpson takes the loss back to his 49-yard line. Roland Lawrence on the tackle, 7-year veteran from Tabor. 2nd and 14. There's Lawrence. We're in the 3rd quarter, and Atlanta is leading by a score of 9-7.
Well, it's somewhat a shame when you look at Simpson out here, Lindsey. Great back that he's been, one of the greatest backs of all time. Losing 4 and 5 yards, never getting over 50 yards rushing hardly.
Headed for Schumann, out of bounds, across the sideline marker. Roland Lawrence covering 3rd and 14. O.J. Simpson, speaking to the New York writers last weekend in New York, reiterated that this is his last season of professional football. There is a 49er injury, and we have an official's timeout for that. It is Ron Singleton.
Bill Walsh says he's got a fine future in the NFL. The big tackle from Grambling, 6'7", 267 pounds. We'll be back.
Here's to good friends. Tonight is kind of special.
How you holding up? I'm all right. You want to go for 10 miles? If we make it, I'll buy you a beer. If we make it, I'll buy you a Lone Brow.
When you want the taste of a truly great American beer, tonight, let it be Lowenbrow.
Tonight, let it be Lowenbrow.
Announcing a gas-saving breakthrough from Ford Motor Company. The first and only automatic overdrive transmission in any American-made car. When your car reaches about 40, Ford's new transmission automatically shifts into overdrive. The result? Your engine runs 1/3 slower for increased highway fuel efficiency. It's one of many engineering improvements that help 1980 Ford, Mercury, and Lincoln cars average over 120 more estimated highway miles than last year on 20 gallons of gas. That's incredible. Automatic overdrive at Ford, Mercury, and Lincoln dealers.
Next Sunday, it's a CBS NFL doubleheader. Check local listings for the games and times in your area. A super Sunday of football. You'll say, you saw it on CBS Sports.
Some creative artist version of a Falcon and a 49er. Ron Singleton has been assisted off the field. Gene Barrett has replaced him as offensive left tackle. Linville Elliott is coming to the ball game.
Looks like a knee, Lindsay, the right knee.
3rd and 14 for the 49ers. They have the ball just short of the 50-yard line.
3rd down hasn't been their problem. They've converted 5 out of 7.
Linville Elliott in the wide left. He's in there for O.J. Simpson. Wilbur Jackson, the lone setback. Elliott in motion back to the inside. Cuts downfield. Incomplete. Linville Elliott, the man for whom it was intended. He has had 16 receptions this year. 4th down, and the punting unit comes on to the displeasure of some of the 49er faithful. Dan Melville is in to do the punting, and Dennis Pearson has dropped back, standing at his own 12-yard line. Sunny day in California.
Well, you live out here. That's not unusual, is it?
Not at all. It happens every day. Just got it off. And it is taken at the 19 and dropped. Picked up. And it's going to be spotted, I think, at about the 17-yard line.
Number 36, Bob Glazebrook, bobbles the football and holds on. When we come back, Atlanta will have the football.
This is the Shield America Trust, shielding your car from more than rust. This is the sign of complete car carriages. Z-Bart dealers everywhere. Z-Bart, look for the shield, look for the Z-Bart shield. This is the shield of quality, backed by a lifetime warranty. Great new protection wherever you are for as long as you own your car. Z-Bart, look for the shield, look for the Z-Bart shield.
Some guys never learn. They're still taking it on the chin. Gotcha. Norelco offers the Norelco rotary razor. Not 1 or 2 blades, but 36 blades inside 3 adjustable floating heads and a unique shaving angle for a very close shave without a nick or cut. So say hello to the Norelco rotary razor and say goodbye to Gotcha.
We have word that the injury to Singleton was his right knee. First down, 10 yards to go now for the Falcons. They have the ball at their own 18-yard line. They're leading by a score of 9-7. We're in the 3rd quarter. Martkowski giving it up to Andrews. Or is it Kane? It's Kane, and he got it up to the 25-yard line. And a 7 will make it 2nd down and 3. Jimmy Webb in to make the tackle.
Kane got 32 yards in the first half. Martkowski 11 out of 20 for 117.
Second down play coming now for the Atlanta Falcons. Bring Alfred Jenkins far to the right side. Jim Mitchell, tight end, is lengthened out to the left side. It's Kane moving up. Now Kane moving over. Kane is scrambling around. Quick pitch to Andrews. He's cut down as he got to the 25-yard line for no gain. It was Tim Gray up from strong safety to make the tackle. 3rd and 3.
We got big Jim Mitchell out here, who's usually a blocker. He's flanked to the left side. He misses the block on the outside. Here's the pitch. Watch Kane trying to cut down the end and does, and it's a good block. Now there's Jim Mitchell. You see him right there. He misses the block.
Second down, 3 yards to go. Third down and 3 yards to go. Andrews dribbles it once and recovers it at the 20-yard line for a loss of 5, which will make it 4th and 8. Punting unit comes on for the Atlanta Falcons.
Here's the pitch. Andrews, you saw in the first half, has not fumbled the ball all year long. He gets it back. Loses 5 yards. 4th down. James will punt.
John James in to do the punting. Freddie Solomon and Tony Dungy have dropped back to field it. Well, Razik is the center end to make the snap in deep punt formation.
Boy, he did a great job getting it off.
Didn't he, though?
That snap on one bounce.
Solomon drops it and gathers it in again. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line. Razik was right across him, but Solomon had it.
The more aerodynamic shape a vehicle has, the easier it slips through the air. And that's what happened to this pickup truck, announcing the first new truck of the 80s, the new Ford. It's aerodynamically designed, so it's more slippery than last year, has less drag, with the best gas mileage rating of any American-built pickup. And there's all that Ford-built toughness, twin I-beam suspension, and big payloads, too. Ford, aerodynamically designed for the fuel needs of the 80s. Built. Ford Tough.
A great deal of time and care go into the production of a fine play, just as they go into the making of a fine wine. Paul Masson's Rhine Castle. The taste is smooth, flavorful, delicious. Paul Masson wines taste so good because they're made with such care. What Paul Masson said nearly a century ago is still true today. We will sell no wine before it's time.
It's a CBS Sports Special. Next Saturday at 4:30 Eastern, see the 1979 Turf Classic live. You'll say, you saw it on CBS Sports.
49ers have the ball 1st and 10. They have it at their own 46-yard line. They're trailing by 2 points in the ball game, and they haven't won a game this year. Came in 0-7. Steve DeBerg brings them up.
Block 22!
O.J. Simpson, Wilbur Jackson.
It's a very sloppy game so far.
Jackson incomplete out in the right foot. Well, you're right. Frank Reed covers on the corner. 2nd and 10 on the 46.
Little pressure this time by DeBerg. He goes out in the right flat, incomplete to Jackson. You see DeBerg looking downfield. Now he goes out. He knows he's about ready to get hit. Jackson just can't hang on. A little bit too far in front.
2nd down and 10 yards to go for the 49ers. Reverse play, and it's taken by Freddie Solomon. And Solomon, who has presided most of the excitement of the afternoon for the 49ers, goes to the 43-yard line. Dewey McClain brought him down.
Well, there's the leading rusher in this football game. 56 yards in the first half. 2 longest runs by Freddie Solomon. Oh, I'll check that. I think Simpson had a 14-yard run in the first quarter, but the best 2 plays so far that I've seen the 49ers run are reverses. And why not? Yeah. I think they ought to run a few more of them, Lindsay. Usually you'll see a team run a reverse. If they gain 30 or 40 yards, they just put it in the tank, don't run it again. At least they're running it again.
That's Hofer. Hofer picked up a yard at the 42. It'll be 2nd down and 9 yards to go. Paul Moena made the tackle. Solomon has rushed twice for 68 yards here this afternoon. Here comes Bob Brewer, the tight end, into the ball game. Lehman Bennett, head coach of the Atlanta Falcons. Second and 9. Eddie Solomon comes to the left side. Brewer in motion across. Hofer. Cut down as he started to make his move by Frank Reed.
Well, very dangerous block there by Frank Reed. If he hadn't knocked him off his feet, it had been a big gain. Hofer could have kept his balance, Lindsay. Here's a new score. The Kansas City Chiefs 10-0 over the New York Giants third quarter. Seattle 14-7 over Houston third quarter. And down south, we understand the Rams are trailing San Diego 14-7.
3rd and 5. Wilbur Jackson on the draw. Got only to the 39-yard line for a loss of a yard. Wamwina made the tackle, and
end zone shot. Here's the little draw to Wilbur Jackson. You see the white jersey. That's Wilson Faumuina on the tackle.
Punting unit is in there now. Dan Melville will do the kicking. Dennis Pearson has dropped back to receive it. Bias and Glazebrook are back there with him. Melville puts it up to Glazebrook's side of the field, lets it go. Can they kill it? Going to be down at the 1-yard line. No.
87, Dwight Clark.
It's going to be ruled a touchback. It'll be put in play 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line on the touchback.
There's Dwight Clark, number 87, kicking it back, but they said his left foot was in the end zone.
If we could take you through the plant to show you what is new and let you see what's going on and watch the things we do. If you could see the cars and trucks we're working on for you, you'd say incredible. Ford, that's incredible.
Introducing the Incredible Ford Factory Tour. Come and see the incredible things we're doing to produce a new generation of more fuel-efficient cars and trucks.
If you could see tomorrow the way it looks to us today, you'd say incredible. Ford, that's incredible.
To take the Incredible Ford Factory Tour, write us for information.
A pensive Bill Walsh, the head coach of the 49ers. The report on offensive tackle Ron Singler of the 49ers is that he has a strained knee and his return is doubtful. 1st and 10 Atlanta. Bartkowski out into the left out to Andrews. And out of bounds just about at the line of scrimmage. Willie Harper ran him out.
Good coverage that time by the 49ers. Had plenty of time to throw the football. And then in a little desperation, just threw it over in the flat. No gain. Maybe a half yard.
2nd and 10. Stats on Steve Bartkowski, who played his college football in the Bay Area at the University of California.
Very important game for the Falcons, Lindsay. San Diego leading the Rams. They can win today, they would pull into a tie, a three-way tie in the NFC West.
Bartkowski, and he's pulled out. Archie Reese got to him.
49er fans haven't seen that too often. That's only the 12th sack of the year for the San Francisco 49er defense. Here it is, a rollout right, and Warren Bryant, number 66, just lets Reese go by.
It is 3rd and 19 at the 11-yard line. As Archie Reese, the second-year man from Clemson. Just Cain. Got to the 16 before Jeff McIntyre brought him down. That'll bring on the punting unit now for the Atlanta Falcons, who are leading in this game by a score of 9-7. We have 6 minutes, 16 seconds left to play in the third quarter.
So far, you gotta call this a draw.
John James is in to do the punting. Paul Rysick in to make the snap. Dungy has dropped back with Solomon standing at their 45-yard line for the 49ers. James punt. Solomon side of the field. He has it at the 49-yard line of Atlanta and goes to the 47-yard line of the 48. Rysick downfield to make the tackle. Tonight on CBS, 60 Minutes. Archie Bunker's Place, one day at a time. Alice, the Jeffersons, and Trapper John M.D.
Great lineup right here. CBS tonight, starting off with 60 Minutes.
Ball is spotted squarely on the 48-yard line of Atlanta. 1st and 10 for the 49ers. They trail by 2 points. Can they move the ball? They are 0-7. Their fans trying to urge them on here at Candlestick Park. O.J. Simpson in there to set back, along with Wilbur Jackson. Steve DeBerg retreats, steps up and throws to Jackson. Penalty marker goes up. Kuykendall covering defensively on Jackson. Earl Tola reporting the penalty to Jim Tunney.
Pushing.
Offensive interference. We'll get a further explanation as soon as the penalty is enforced.
One of the receivers pushing off.
Offensive pass interference, number 40, pushing off, still 1st down.
Wilbur Jackson, Craig Brazina exercised the option, accepted the penalty, moved the ball back to the 49ers 42-yard line. Still 1st down, pointed out by Jim Tunney. 1st and 20. Solomon's in a wide left for quarterback Steve DeBerg. Tom Pridemore's in there defensively now for the Atlanta Falcons. DeBerg a screen right, taken by Brewer, is tight end. He's at the 50-yard line and is down to the 48-yard line. Pridemore on the stop. Picked up about 10.
Set up the screen to the tight end. Bob Brewer, the rookie from Mankato State.
Spotted at the 47-yard line, so make it 2nd down and 9 at the 47. Linville Elliott in there for the 49ers. Elliott and Jackson with the setbacks. DeBerg. Going long to McAfee, incomplete. Roland Lars covering McAfee. Former Notre Dame All-American tight end Steve DeBerg, the quarterback, will have a 3rd and 9 coming up. The incompletion stopped the clock with 4 minutes 45 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Atlanta 9 and the San Francisco 49ers 7.
Third quarter, the Giants finally on the board with the touch. 10-7, the Chiefs over the Giants.
Solomon left, Schumann right, wide receivers.
Look at all the white shirts. Could be a blitz. They might pull off. Here they all come.
Penalty marker, and it's taken by Linville Elliott, and he is down across the 20-yard line and gets to the 17. Robert Pennywell brought him down.
Well, there's a penalty flag down. Let's check out the penalty. But that, of course, if you are not successful in getting the quarterback,
offside,
that's what happens.
Defense, 22, decline, 1st down.
Roland Lawrence is the man who was coming and beat the snap and was offsides. It's declined.
Watch the full blitz here and watch DeBerg get it off to his halfback. There's Linville Elliott coming out of the backfield. You see Ricky Bias on the corner blitz. Number 59 is Robert Pennywell, the middle linebacker, on pursuit. 29 yards, and the Atlanta Falcon defense gambled on the full blitz and got caught. Got burned.
Ball is spotted at the 17 and a half. 1st and 10. Elliott in motion. Jackson with the ball. Jackson to the 15-yard line. Pennywell made the stop again of 2.5.
San Diego scored another time. It's now 21-7 over the Rams.
Paul Seal is coming into the ball game now at tight end for the 49ers. O.J. Simpson is coming back onto the field. Bob Brewer has come out. Second down play coming. The ball is at the 15-yard line of the Atlanta Falcons, who lead in the game 9-7. Simpson in the left set, Wilbur Jackson in the right set. The bird. Wilbur Jackson incomplete at the 10-yard line. Rollin Lawrence covering.
Right through his hand.
Wilbur Jackson
could be looking right back into that sun.
He was a fine running back at the University of Alabama. Jackson was a running back when he first came to the 49ers, and then with Delvin Williams carrying the ball a lot, he became quite a blocking back.
17-7, Seattle over Houston. Big upset in the making.
3rd and 7 at the 15-yard line. Paul Hofer is in there now. Hofer and Jackson. Hofer trying to get to the first down sticks, and he's very close. He may have picked it up. It depends entirely on where they spot it.
Listen, all the 49ers were doing in that situation was just trying to get better field position for a field goal attempt, and they almost make the first down here. They had both tight ends in. They lined one of the backs up on a wing on the left side. They run all the way.
They may have picked it up. And they did. It is first down and goal to go.
All they were expecting, Lindsay, I think, were 4 or 5 yards, get a little bit better field position and have a little chip shot. Now they're really in business.
Wilbur Jackson has come off, and Phil Francis is in, the rookie from Stanford. First and goal. They start outside the 7-yard line.
Still have their 2 tight ends, McAfee and Brewer.
Hofer gives it the big dive and gets to the 2-yard line. Tom Pridemore made the stop. 49er fans getting excited here at Candlestick at the prospect of their team taking the lead. Paul Seal comes back in.
Well, I've always written about Paul Hofer. He's not big, he's not quick, he's not fast, but all he does is he's a consistent back. Saw a real good effort off the right side. He hurdled for that 4.
Second down and goal to go at the 2-yard line. Hofer and Francis are the setbacks. Hofer, touchdown!
That's why they have him in there.
Paul Hofer took it in for the touchdown, and the 49ers have taken the lead. And there's high jubilation at Candlestick Park. Remember that this is a team that has not won a game.
Right here, they run the same play back to the left side, and Paul Hofer just throws his body. Montana did a good job that time. He got a 4 snap, got it off the ground, put it down.
And so, the 49ers have taken the lead now by a score of 14-9.
It's taken a good hard running by Paul Hofer. Goes around the left side. 48 is Phil Francis. He goes in, gets a stand-up block, but Paul Hofer just dives over the goal line.
Phil Francis, as a matter of fact, is hobbled, and Burl Toller is down there saying officials timeout to see about Francis. The training staff is rushing on.